everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Every wide receiver in the NFL wants to be a top target, and two players will be trying to be that today. It's the Jets going up against the Saints. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the New York Jets. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt. As we get set here, Charles, we talk about wide receivers. You know, Larry mentioned it in the open, but that's a big spot to look at here in this one.
I think he identified it perfectly because these guys have such an impact on the game nowadays because they throw the ball more than ever. And whether they're throwing it short, medium, or long, can they snatch it out of the air and create even extra yardage with run after catch?
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On first down, Breeze. He goes underneath to Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now Breeze on the bootleg. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Offense.
So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on 4th down. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. very tough spot here for the offense to start. They begin with a carry for Powell. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to pump the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go!
On third down, it's Powell, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Ginn. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now we spotlight the Jets defense. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this first half lead.
And you know how the best hits happen? By being really good on that side of the ball in terms of fundamentals, being in the right spot, diagnosing plays well, and being there at the point of attack. They are really making it happen.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Breeze to Ingram on the draw. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. We'll see a lot of that from Drew Brees. Spread the field, get rid of the ball quickly.
He spreads the field out a lot, so he's able to recognize the defenses, the coverages, and if people are going to blitz him. And he has the fortitude to stand in there when they do. He serves as his own blitz control, so to speak. Hey, you've got a free runner coming. That's one less guy in coverage. He'll stand in there, take the hit, and deliver a strike downfield.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And tough starting field position here. They start the drive with a give to Powell. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
McCown to throw on second down. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The gun on third, McCown. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Let's take it inside his own 40. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking long for Thomas. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Second down, Ingram. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Breeze now. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Leonard Williams in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They go play action here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Thomas, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
McCown on third down. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. This is the running back, Powell. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Powell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They run with Powell. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now the former Tulane star down the road, it's Matt Forte. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now they'll throw with McCown. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
McCown looks to throw on 3rd. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit for Todd Bowles. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about it on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side. Knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And
And Josh Hill has it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2nd down following the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 7-0 is our score. We'll head back to New Orleans after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Shotgun here for McCown. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's McCown. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a 1st.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here we go now.
On first down, McCown. Powell on the catch. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. Forte gets the handoff from McCown. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, McCown. It's complete. It's Forte. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
First down, this is Forte. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. McCown throwing on second. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Second down, Forte. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Matt Forte, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by a Matt Forte touchdown run. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ingram again. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. But he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. First and 10, here's Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
The Saints on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Matt Forte as he gets set to go and heads back out there. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he loses the football a second time. But I think Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Throwing on first is McCown. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Let's go.
Here's McCown to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go.
Here's McCown. He hits Jermaine Kearse. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Brees now on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Brees to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Saints on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Brees. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Bilal Powell and his offensive mates retaking the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And a great spot to start this drive from here. So after the INT, it's McCown now. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
McCown again on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now McCown. Complete outright to Kurz. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So they decline it, as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Brees hands to Ingram. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From midfield, here's Brees. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Brees on the draw, gives to Camaro. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Breeze. Again has it complete. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Saints on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Breeze. And he's got it. Coleman. Touchdown, Saints. Brandon Coleman from 10 yards out. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game. And he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's 17-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. McCown now on first down. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down, here's McCown. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
From the gun, it's McCown. Incomplete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. McCown looks to throw again. And some room to maneuver. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. First and 10. Here's McCown. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Ardarius Stewart, and that'll bring up second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
McCown will try again on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Set, 3-19.
McCown going to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
It's McCown again. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Saints haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Jets will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. All right, let's roll those highlights. Taking a look now, early first quarter. Breeze has got to rush the throw, and it's intercepted. Jets will end up returning it for a touchdown as they take a 7-0 lead. Jets take it at the 6. Forte's got it on the run, and he'd go in for the 6-yard touchdown. As they move out in front, 14-0. Saints with the ball late in the half. Here he'll look into the end zone, and he cap off the long drive with a touchdown, cutting the deficit to 10. Staying late in the half, Powell's going to make the catch near the sideline, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 7-yard line. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. Breeze now on 1st down. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. This New Orleans team definitely a second-half club a year ago. In fact, they had the best second-half differential in the NFL, plus 64.
Well, I think head coach Sean Payton does a terrific job of crystallizing in the half, reducing, and then going ahead and being very specific in their attack in the second.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Tyler Davison with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
McCown throwing on second. Five yards on the pickup, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. The Jets on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. Shotgun here for McCown. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, big hit. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. Oh, here's pressure, and the Saints block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And they're going to have it just inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
And however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Breeze to throw on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They come out here in the eye. Breeze going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will tighten this one up a bit now. A 1-score game at 20-13. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Saints defense ready to set up shop again here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Airing one deep for Curse. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
It looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. McCown. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
first down. They find some open field here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. McCown going to hand this one off to Powell. And, oh, he spins past him and into space. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Faking the give to Powell. Now McCown. And some room to work. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down. In the red zone this time. Now they'll throw with McCown. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Jets on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now McCown on the bootleg. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, Forte. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
They'll run. This is Powell. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, McCown. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Point after now from Catanzaro. And the lead is up to 14. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Now a handoff to Ingram. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And incomplete. He was looking for his fullback there, Zach Line. 3rd down here.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Bilal Powell and his offensive mates retaking the field. Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player having that type of a day, because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns. But all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Green,
Powell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Nine yards to go. It's 3rd down.
Let's go. 319.
Now McCown. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing on first is McCown. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Then he'll give it here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down. That's Powell, and he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Let's go. Green 39.
Here's McCown. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
McCown again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
To throw, it's McCown. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A give. This is Forte. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go now.
McCown to throw on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Throwing is McCown on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit for Todd Bowles. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession, and so far they've done a nice job of that.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? And rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. From the gun, it's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch left, watch left. Check, check, check. Foul him. Check.
Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. Brandon Coleman was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd down following the incompletion.
Left. Watch left.
Throwing now is Breeze. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Right. Side right here. Side on the right. Side on the right. Everyone ready? We're ready.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Ready. Yellow lady. 22.
Now Breeze got to have this one. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And now out come the Jets. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot
best.
on the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Detroit!
They start this with a run for Powell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
On 2nd down, here's McCown. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 1st down, Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Watch left. Watch left. Watch left. Ready.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Ready. Like 5-5. Like 56.
Breeze now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Brandon Coleman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints get a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. New York set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They begin with a carry for Powell. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
McCown throwing on second. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. From the gun on third, McCown. And that is incomplete. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. You ready? 3 down.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Ready, yellow lady.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a play fake here on first down. Coleman has it here right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Coleman, 38 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They start the drive with a give to Powell. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They go again with Powell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it'll be first down here after the run. This is the running back, Powell.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough.
Here we go now.
Shotgun here from McCown. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
And how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Breeze now on 1st down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Breeze. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Breeze again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Breeze to throw again. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He's back to throw. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. Back to throw. Shakes off the sack, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees taking it in. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up second down. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Green, 39! Green!
He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down.
figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. Now McCown got to have this one. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Coming left, it's Ingram. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Breeze is looking to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it. So how about that comeback that we just witnessed going into the fourth quarter? I don't know that we had written them off, but it looked bleak. They were able to get it done.
They put up a barrage of points and reeling them in and running them down and winning it. Wouldn't you love to be in their locker room right now? Think about the energy that's radiating out of there right now. They're talking about belief, sticking together, and finding a way to win.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.